We are not here today to give speeches. I'm actually shocked that there are buses here, because all we wanted was the people of Zone 13 back it cleanele and clean after themselves and teach the government of the ANC that it is possible to clean, because they don't know how to clean after themselves. So when you clean after yourself, you don't go calling people with buses to come and clean after yourself. You launch a campaign with the people who come from there, because you don't want a rented mob. It has to be authentic. It has to be legitimate. It must be constituted by people who are directly affected by this dumping area. So we are here to say to the people of Sebokeng and Zone 13 in particular, you can clean after yourself and teach this government of Imfuleni, of Gauteng, that it is possible for black people to stay in a clean place. They leave this rubbish because they want to project us to white people that we do not have self-love, that we don't love ourselves. That's why we live like pigs. So we need to start today and say we love ourselves and we will look after ourselves and we will make sure that the environment we stay in is a clean environment. So fighters, it is not only today, because we are going to clean here today, and after we leave and after the cameras leave, then this place goes back to illegal dumping. Because leaders who are genuine must love their people. That you only clean after your people when you know that cameras are coming. That's why we said we must have every Saturday a direct contact with our people. Every branch, every Saturday, must identify a place where they will go and clean our communities and make sure our communities stay in a proper environment. So every Saturday, for a minimum of 2 hours, every branch of the EFF must clean their community and make sure or wherever they've touched, there is an impact. No camera, no show. Genuine cleanup campaign that is named after Andries Tatane, who was killed fighting for service delivery. In his honor, let's continue to fight for service delivery by starting our own service delivery. The EFF doesn't have to be in government to start doing the right thing. And to clean after people, to clean after our communities, we don't have to be government. We just have to commit 2 hours. If you are useless the whole week, at least 2 hours ka Saturday. Love people before you want to become a councillor. So that when you become a councillor, to service for people, to service our people, it doesn't become a nightmare. They can't buy you Valentine. They can't take you to holiday. But they cook, ba api, akola pay. That is their love language. That is the contribution they can make. What contribution can you make in your community, even when you don't have money? What can you do to show love to your own community? Just wake up one Saturday and go around picking up papers like a mad person. Comrades, there is no government that can exist without a primary health care. Our hospitals all over South Africa, not only in Sebokeng, there is no single hospital that is the best of the best. How come 29 years into government, we're still talking about a sewer system that was built by apartheid? Why didn't we build on what apartheid has built? Then you say you've got a government that cares. It is those small things that make you be aware that this government doesn't care about its own people. We chose this place because we want to expose how dysfunctional municipality can be seen. You don't have to go to their offices. The ANC will never clean this place. So it is upon us to show them that we are starting by cleaning this rubbish on this illegal dumping. When we are done, we are going to clean the rubbish in the provincial government in 2024. When we are done, we'll come and clean this rubbish in Imfuleni municipality. It's a corrupt government. It's a dirty government. You start by loving yourself, then you'll want a government that loves you. So fighters, these people, we need to teach them today going forward that we black people, we love ourselves. We are failed by our government. And that love, we are going to demonstrate it every Saturday. We want to thank the Andries Tatane family for allowing us, for using their child's name. We don't want this name to die, because this name must live forever. Every time you say Andries Tatane, the ANC is pained by that name, because they killed an innocent man who did not ask for anything complicated. He asked for water. He said, we want water. And when you ask for water, you are asking for life. Instead of giving him life, they gave him death. And they thought Andries Tatane died. Andries Tatane did not die. Andries Tatane is immortal. Andries Tatane lives in us, because his love for black people is going to multiply in all of us, and we are going to show that love throughout the year by making sure our people live in better environment. On the 20th of March, we are bringing South Africa to a standstill. Nothing moves, nothing goes, no child goes to school, no worker goes to work, because this president must step down. We want a president that is in love with the black nation. We don't want a president who gives us a load shedding. We don't want a president who presides over more than 50% of unemployed young people. We don't want a president who presides over a collapsed primary health care and public health care in South Africa. Education has collapsed. Our schools have become a danger zones because children are killing each other there. Why? The government of the day has lost control over our schools. We don't want a government led by a president who is not in sympathy with our people because of the levels of poverty. Today, our women are being raped, are being killed, are being beaten up without any consequences. So, comrades, 20th of March, we are reclaiming what belongs to us. This government must come back to the hands of the people. It must not be the government of the few. Today, there is a bigger state capture in government. How can a president put money in a mattress, and not just money, dollars of money in a mattress, in the sofas, and violate the laws of South Africa? Till today, no one has been arrested. The crime levels in South Africa have gone too high. Why? Because when the president breaks the law, nothing happens to the president. That's why no one is scared of the law. They do as they wish, because the president has violated the law without consequences. He can't continue to be a president of the country after violating his oath of office. When he took office, he said he will respect the laws of South Africa. Today, number one citizen violates the laws. What about ordinary citizen? If a number one citizen who's meant to defend and protect the Constitution violates the Constitution, let's go and reclaim our Constitution. Let's go and reclaim our office of the president, which must be occupied by ethical person who will not sleep with criminals. So all of us, South Africa must come to a standstill on the 20th of March. We are demanding our government, we are demanding our dignity. Let power be restored in the hands of the people, not in the hands of criminals that occupy the Union building.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king, I think I'm a king,